Hello there folks, Bonky here, aka your Lonely Achievement God, continuing our From 0 to 1000 achievement hunting series for Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, the anniversary edition for the Xbox, with Chapter 4. For those of you that have been following along, and for any of you that are just jumping in here, a word of warning, we are doing a spoiler full playthrough following an optimal path to get the 1000 gamer score. That means that some of the decisions we make can be indicative of what is going to happen next in the story. So I'm not going to outright spoil anything. I'm just warning you that if you have an ability to piece information together, some of the decisions that we make could kind of hint to you the way the next portion of the story is going to go. So if you are looking for a spoiler-free walkthrough, check the video description here. There will be a link to a spoiler-free text walkthrough for the game on my website. There's also a text version of this walkthrough, the spoiler full one, which if you're following along with the videos already, you probably don't need, but if you are interested in the text version, that's basically what I'm using to record these videos as well. So you can see exactly the layout for the information that I have, and if you want to use a text version instead, feel free, though I would appreciate the likes and views on my video here on YouTube. So let's go ahead and load up the save slot. We automatically join our classmates in the dining hall. And of course, just like always, we have a new floor to explore. And if you'll remember, I warned you to remember where those stairs were near the physics lab, because that is how we get up to the 4th floor. So you can get to those stairs however you want once the dialogue is over. We see Yasuhiro's floating hamburger. And the official title card for Chapter 4 pops up. So once you take control of your character, get up to the 3rd floor however you want. We're going to teleport to that section right outside the stairs, and if we turn around here, we're immediately at the stairs up to the 4th floor. So we're going to run forward and turn left and enter the music room. This is the only time we enter the music room in this playthrough. It's kind of weird that this room even exists, but go ahead and chat with Kyoko. And when the dialogue option pops up, we're going to say, don't tell her, or pick, don't tell her. It's important that you do that. She gets mad and leaves, and we're going to leave the room too. We're going to go straight down the hallway and take a right and a left immediately, and you'll see this blue door here. Try to open it. It is the data center. We can't get in there, but we do need to try to open the door for progress. Go back down this hall now and take a left, and we're going to try to enter this room, which we also cannot get into, the headmaster's office. Work our way back down the hallway, and there's this door on the left, which is an office, and we're going to enter that one, and hey, finally we can enter one of the rooms. You'll see another picture float to the ground, so go ahead and examine it, and you'll see 3 more of our deceased classmates in a picture together. Huh, what could that mean? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z, or Danganronpa Z. Or just keep following along and you may never know the answer. You can probably piece together, little bits of it from skipping through everything. Once Monokuma leaves, we will follow his cue and leave as well. And then we're going to turn to the right and walk down this hallway and enter the room on the right here, which is the chem lab. And examine the cabinets on the left here. And once you're done, we automatically return to the dining hall. Go ahead and talk to Kyoko, who still hates your guts. Talk to Sakura. Talk to Yasuhiro. And then talk to Hina. Turn around and we're going to go to the bathhouse changing room, so just run over there. And go ahead and chat with Toko / Jill / Jack. Go ahead and examine the laptop. And after some dialogue, you're going to eventually head back to your bedroom for the night. I mean, it's a visual novel, and to be honest, whoever, the person who made this put a lot of work into it. There's a lot of dialogue written. Like, for those of you that are achievement hunters, this isn't one of those, Ratalaika VNs that you can get all the achievements in 5 minutes. Like, there's a lot. It'd be kind of interesting to see how much, if you wrote it all out into like a book, how many pages the dialogue turns out to be, because there's a lot written in this. So when we wake up, we're going to go to the dining hall. And unfortunately, it won't let us teleport, so we're going to have to walk on foot. And again, there's no indication that we can't teleport. We just can't. A little weird. When we get in here, we'll have a little bit of dialogue, and we're going to chat with Sakura once we get control of our character. After this, we're going to head back to our dorm room, and we'll get 2 sessions of free time. Okay, so our first session of free time is going to be on our newly discovered 4th floor. We're going to find Toko in the office. So go ahead and interact with Toko, spend some time with her, and of course don't give her a gift. When the dialogue pops up, we're going to be choosing romance. And once the dialogue is over, just like always, we'll head back to our room and get another session of free time. This time we're going to find Hina. She is just in the dining hall. Interact with her, spend some time with her. Like always, don't give her a gift. And then we're going to choose towel treatment. Who wouldn't? Am I right? Or the bamboo beatdown is my favorite. I wish that was the answer. That's a hilarious option. Once you get back to your room, I'm pretty certain we get another incentive. So we're going to have to head to the gym. Again, not entirely sure if we can teleport. We're going to give it a try, but you may have to walk there. Nope, teleporting is allowed this time. Once we get to the gym, Monokuma will show up and spill the secret. And he admits that Sakura is a spy. Again, not really gonna delve into the ins and outs. If you're really interested, you can play through the game or, look it up online however you want to. But Sakura has been the spy. And that brings us to the end of the day. When we wake up, we're going to go into the dining hall and we'll have some more free time sessions. When we wake up, again, go to the dining hall. We'll see if we can teleport or if we have to walk. Nope, we have to walk. I really wish they did a better job of indicating that, but whatevs. You'll get some automatic dialogue and, as I said, end up back in your dorm room for free time. Hina slaps Byakuya. And Toko is insanely jealous that she got to touch her master. Yada yada yada. And now we get our free time. We need to find Yasuhiro. He is up on the 4th floor. So we will get to our 4th floor. And he is in the hallway right next to the data center. So that first point it brings you to is the best. And just turn to the right a little bit to find Yasuhiro. We're going to spend time with him and, of course, not give him a gift. Once the dialogue is over, we end up back in our dorm room for another free time session. For our second free time session, we're going to find Toko again. She's actually right outside the dorm room, so it's not really worth teleporting. Just turn to the left and find her by the warehouse. Spend some time with her, and of course, don't give her a gift. We're going to go back to our room. And get some sleep. And when we wake up, we're going to go to the dining hall. Like usual. I'm sure this time I could probably teleport. Oh, never mind. Nope. We needed to walk to get that trigger. Run to the dining hall. And Genocide Jill is trying to kill Aoi. So not on brand. Unless Aoi is a guy, I suppose. We're automatically going to go to the nurse's office. And when you get the chance, talk to Hina. Going to react to fight here. And then Sakura's going to burst in, extremely frustrated that her friend got hurt. Hiro is very much a coward and thinks that Sakura is going to murder him. And then everyone else leaves, leaving you with Kyoko. So go ahead and talk to her. React to that issue, and you put the disagreement between the two of you to rest, and talk to her again and react to something else this time. And we're going to automatically go to the bathhouse changing room. Once you get the opportunity to, examine the laptop. And then you're going to have to choose the secret room when it pops up. You should automatically teleport outside of the changing room, and then you can teleport up to the 2nd floor hallway. Once you do, just walk forward to your left and interact with the boys' bathroom door. Just like before, interact with the back stall. Again, you may have to move the camera in order to do that. Sometimes you can get it from the door and sometimes you can't. And then examine the desk once you get back here. Or the bookshelf somehow. Interact with your front door. And go ahead and talk to Hina. A lot of dialogue is going to happen here, so just kind of sit tight. And our investigation now begins. Unfortunately, the two people we've always had guard the bodies are both dead now. So... You think Sakura can guard her own dead body? I wouldn't put it past her. Hina is understandably upset her best friend is dead. But all we can do is investigate. Investigate, I suppose. Once you gain control, my controller fell again, so just making sure my mic is working. Once you gain control, examine the body. Now examine the wrapper on the floor by the body's feet. Examine the glass shards on the floor behind the body. Examine the open locker to the right here. Examine the bottles on the shelf back here. Don't worry, you don't have to have any chess knowledge for this. And then examine the blood stain on the ground by the magazine rack. Go ahead and talk to Hina. And now talk to Byakuya. Examine the chair to the right of the door. We're going to examine the container that's sitting on top of the glass shards. Examine the door itself. Now talk to Kyoko. When you leave the room, you're going to automatically go down to the dorm floor. We're going to run forward and talk to Toko. Toko's room is right past Sayaka's. It is right here. So interact with the door, and when she talks to you, we need to react to talk. We'll get a bit of dialogue, and then she'll run back into her room. I can relate to that. Now we need Yasuhiro's room again. Again, it's on this back wall. So interact with it. And then react to need something. We need to head up to the chem lab now, so we need to get to the 4th floor. So go ahead and teleport up there. It's significantly faster than trying to walk up to the 4th floor. Examine the cabinet. And we're going to examine them left to right here. So examine cabinet A, then cabinet B, and finally cabinet C. Now examine the broken bottle. Use the Y button here, because there is a point of interaction in between where there's just regular powder, so make sure you interact with that spot, and then interact with the footprints. And Byakuya draws us a little diagram. Or we do, I can't remember who draws it. Anyways, once we get control, we're going to leave the room. So back out of the zoomed in section. And now we need to go to the rec room. So teleport there. We're going to examine the body again. Examine the magazine rack. And examine the bottles on the shelf one more time. There's a bit of a scene here, but that's actually all of the investigating we do. We get brought to the red door, and we will start the trial. I'm so glad that Monokuma gave us just enough time to sweep up those shards and weigh them. Really giving us a fighting chance here. Run forward to the door, interact with it. And once the dialogue stops, interact with the elevator grate / gate. It's great. To go ahead and start the trial. So, like always, go ahead and save in a new slot here. We don't really need to worry about any more skills, so go ahead and finish preparations, and we're going to jump right into the trial. Our first non-stop debate starts here. We need the Aoi's account truth bullet. And we're going to fire it when Yasuhiro says the only reason you have. We're going to go into another debate here, and we need the pocket trash bullet. And we're going to fire that when Yasuhiro says, I never saw her. The next two are multiple choice answers. This first one is when Sakura got that candy. And the next one is on the magazine shelf. We now need to absorb a statement here, so we need to absorb magazine shelf from Kyoko. Once we get that, we need to fire the magazine shelf bullet when Yasuhiro says when Ogre's body was discovered, so we'll have to recycle through. Just go ahead and fire it. And we're going to get our bullet time battle minigame here again. On easy, not really any change, just alternate the A and Y buttons. On harder difficulties, you may have to reload again. You probably got your bullet limit, and just reload along with using your fever time liberally, and you should be okay. So again, on easy, we're just going to alternate A and Y. And then fire the bullet with Y. The next answer is another multiple choice answer. Why the magazine was hidden. And then we get one more multiple choice answer, with the answer being Toko. Another non-stop debate. We need Kyoko's examination summary as our bullet. And then when Yasuhiro says just once, we will fire it. And that'll bring us to the Hangman's Gambit. Not really any change here. No matter what difficulty you're on, we need to find or fill in chess piece. That is CHESSPIECE. Again, if you're playing on easy, you should have the same layout as I do, but on normal or hard, you may have more letters you need to fill in. So try to spell out the word for you. So we're going to need an E and an S. So we're going to start with an E. Now we need an S, and then we need another E. And with that done, we'll move on. We're going to have another multiple choice answer up here, eventually. We need to choose it was broken. We'll have an evidence select here, the Monokuma bottle experiment. And then another multiple choice answer eventually. Sakura's second attacker. Although some bowling aficionados is a great answer. Sakura's second attacker is the one we need. And we're going to get another tutorial here, because oddly enough, we get another bullet time battle. Now there can be more than one of the mini-games in each of the trials. On easy, normal, and hard, this applies to all of them. You now have to select the proper truth bullet at the end that you fire at that final statement. So you should pay attention to know before we jump in what the statement, what the bullet we need to fire is, so that you can left bumper to it and use it. So for this one, we need the locker handprints bullet, so keep that in mind. If you're on easy, you can still just A, Y alternate to victory. Same strategy that we've been using on hard as well. You know, you'll have to reload and manage your bullets, but spam the fever time as much as you can. So if you want to read about the tutorial, feel free. We're going to jump in, and as I said, the locker handprints bullet is the one we need to fire at the end here. So make sure locker handprints is selected, or handprint, and then fire it. And we need status of Sakura's body as our bullet when Toko Jack says in front of the shelf. We'll have another evidence select coming up, and we need the magazine shelf bloodstain. And now we're going to have another multiple choice answer. I saw it for myself. We're going to have another nonstop debate. Monokuma file number 4 is the bullet we need. Oh, I had it selected. And then we're going to fire it when Hina says the shot to her head. We'll get another multiple choice answer coming up next. But I think we have... Oh, nope, there it is. Section A is the answer. And we're actually going to be getting another Hangman's Gambit after a bit of dialogue here. Byakuya drinks some poison, and we move along in the trial. And we're spelling protein drink. Proteindrink. So we need an R. We need a T. We need an E. We need a D, an N, and a K. Multiple choice answer, we need to select a protein drink. You're going to have another evidence select here. We need footprints in the powder. I remember Jesus walking with me, but there was only one set of footprints in the powder. Choose the multiple choice answer next of Makoto and Hina when it does pop up. And we're going to have another non-stop debate coming up here in a bit. And we're going to need the footprints in the powder bullet. So make sure you get the footprints in the powder bullet selected. And when Hina says from section C to A, we're going to fire it. We'll have an evidence select next. And we need to choose the rec room window. And then once again, we have a multiple choice answer and choose section A of the shelf. We're going to have another non-stop debate coming up here. We need the empty protein drink truth bullet. Oop, had it selected. And then when Byakuya says the rec room was unlocked, we're going to fire it. Another multiple choice answer. We're going to pick Sakura. And then we get another bullet time battle here. Nothing has really changed. Alternate A and Y on easy. Spam fever time on the other difficulties. And you should be able to get through it. The bullet is yellow powder. So make sure that you are prepared to find that bullet at the end if you need to switch it. Again, that bullet is yellow powder. I really don't know what the rhythm for this is. Okay, make sure you get yellow powder and fire it. We're going to have to choose a classmate here. So we're going to scroll to the right and select Sakura Ogami. Ogami. Not entirely sure about the pronunciation. And then we need to choose Sakura wanted to create the locked room. And that's going to bring us to the manga/comic closing argument. Okay, and our first panel here is Byakuya looking at a note and looking like Link from The Legend of Zelda still. Second one is Toko standing in front of an open locker. That is this one. Don't confuse it with that one. I'm going to scroll to the third panel, and it is the knight chess piece surrounded by shards, which is this one. The fourth one is Toko being written in blood. The fifth panel is Toko peeking around the locker door, which we already saw earlier. The sixth one is an upside-down magazine, so this one here. The seventh one is the queen chess piece surrounded by shards. The eighth one is the poison bottle in a bloody hand. The ninth one is the poison bottle in a clear bag or pocket. It's this one here. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to be. The 10th one here is the protein container in a red bag, and that will finish off the sequence. So you can press Y to run it through its paces and see if you were correct. Things do get a little shorter with these later chapters because there just aren't as many people anymore to have conversations with. Of course, I do find it very interesting that even with skipping everything, it still takes you about 6 hours to get through the story. Oh, we were so close to being perfect. I wonder what we screwed up. Get another nice 83 medals there. A lot of scenes, Hina tried to get us all killed because Monokuma planted a fake suicide note. If you can't tell because I skipped it, he found the alter ego program and murdered it instead of a person since Sakura killed herself. So we end up back in our room. And I think we kind of half fall asleep for a little bit, and then we wake up to Kyoko standing above us, towering over us, like towering. We're at her knees based on the perspective here, so she's got to be like 10 feet tall. Like, I know the beds aren't very high off the ground, but holy cow. Anyways, once you get the chance to talk to her and react to favor. We're going to leave the room and we automatically go where we need to, so you don't have to worry about anything. There's just a brief bit of dialogue here. Once that's done, we'll go back to our dorm room and officially end the chapter and get our achievement. And there is the achievement. So before I save and it automatically moves us on, let's go ahead and do a quick achievement check. You should be at 9 out of 38 for 150G. As always, if you have any questions or comments for me, you can save over the pre-trial slot now. Reach out to me and I'll do my best to answer them. But if not, I will see you guys in the Chapter 5 portion of the walkthrough.